This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, I put together this little preset for the FM9. I think it may work on FM3 as well. I need to check that, but I'll try and make a version which will work for FM3. But essentially what I'm doing here is using the Les Paul, because baby's still not here. The video yesterday, the Strat, was from like 4 weeks ago or something. I've still not broken my promise yet, I promise. But we are on high alert at the moment. So next time you see a Strat, it'll either be because I've banked a video and put that one ahead, or because I'm a father. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to grab the Les Paul this morning and put together a gigging preset. Now I'm going to show you the kind of building blocks of it, but I don't have time to show you all of the settings. I'll show you some of the key elements. But if you want to grab the preset, then Gumroad is the place to do that. It's £5 for all of my FM3, FM9, Axfx presets, like in one. So like the price of a coffee to get all of my things. So hopefully okay-ish value, so you're not getting ripped off or anything. But yeah, I found one really key thing to getting this tone working with the Les Paul, tweaking from playing with a Strat through this preset to playing with the Les Paul. I'll show you that now, but yeah, grab the preset at Gumroad if you want. Thank you for stopping by. Here's a bit of a more in-depth look. Okay, so the basic premise of this preset is as follows. If we exit this, we've got a rhythm on scene 1, lead on scene 2, clean on scene 3, and then alternatives for each of them on scene 5 and 6. And the way I've got it set up is that I've toggled down here, so scene 1 or scene 6 are the 2 cleans, the 2 lead tones on scene 2 and 5, and the 2 clean tones on 3 and 4. Then over on this side here, I've got, I don't know if you can see it, pitch, reverb, chorus, delay, and drive. So that's kind of the basic setup for this. But I had it kind of, this would be kind of for a function type gig where you've got to play a whole range of stuff. So from kind of like funky, soul-y stuff right the way through to rock is the kind of functions that I end up doing most of the time. So if we go into, well, I'll just show you, there's the rhythm. Then I'll clean. And then I'll lead. And I can press drive on the other side to get more drive with my lead. What I really like about that lead tone is it's got a really kind of fuzzy edge to it while still being pretty clear. So here is the main kind of thing going on. We've got tone. I'm using the double verb normal, so like a Fender Twin. I've got a compressor up front, the Studio FB compressor, and then that goes into cab B, which is an Own Hammer 3IR, as well as cab 2 here, which is the 103 Legacy. And then I've got a reverb, and I've got an output 2 here, as well as output 1 in case I want to go into like a speaker or something like that. So I think the way that I had it up was I'd get rid of output 2 here and put it down to the graphic EQ here is on that line so that I could use it if I needed to. Also, this then makes it possible to use it on an FM3. I think I need to double check that. Then what else have I got going on? I've got a delay in parallel and another delay here. The drive amps that I'm using are the ODS 100 HRM. The drive I've got fairly high at sort of 8.58 and 9.13, but bass, mid and treble at 5. And I've got a different cab for, no, the same cab there. No, different cab. Yeah, for that I've got the Own Hammer cab that I'm using there, as well as the stock cab there, 371. And a delay comes on. One of the key things about my lead tone is that I use the enhance block to give myself the level boost. I think that's quite a handy way to do it instead of using like modifiers and stuff, because this also has some EQ stuff. So yeah, chuck that up by 4.1. If I show you without that, it'd be a kind of Okay, then scene 1 is turning off all the delay, reverb, enhance, and it's just basically the amp block into the cab for that rhythm tone. One thing I wanted to show you before I end the video is that what I'm using is actually the input EQ here, sort of using that to tame some of the low end, because obviously this was initially designed for a single coil guitar. So there's two things: we could either use this low cut, which really tightens things up in quite a pleasing way. The other thing is that this definition block can really help to kind of bring it to life. So without this, the tone would have been like this, quite woofy. With what I set up, it's a much kind of tighter. So that would kind of be my number one tip for if you're trying to make a preset work with humbuckers. Don't worry too much about too much EQ and stuff. My first place to look would be here at the definition and the low cut within your amp block input EQ. I think that's a really quite a straightforward way to get a bit more of a biting tone, which is really easy to dial in rather than EQs, which are sometimes confusing. You can kick the drive on for get really over the top with it. The drive itself is the Dodd OD250. And then that alternate lead is a really kind of over the top thing. So that one wouldn't be generally what I'd use. I'd use scene 2 and kick on the drive if I wanted more. So give that a try if you like the sound of that. That's what I was using in the introduction there. I was using scene 3 for the cleans, scene 1 for the rhythm, then double tracked that as you saw, and then kicked on scene 2 with the drive occasionally for the lead tone. I hope that helps if you're looking for kind of gigging tones out of your Fractal unit. And I'll try and put this together on the FM3 as well if you're interested in that. Jump into Gumroad if you want to grab my presets. Cheers for stopping by.